Welcome to the Office of Integrity and Compliance's New Employee Orientation, Part 3, Carillion's Privacy Office. Hi team, I'm Brenda Manning, Carillion's Privacy Director and Privacy Officer. Knowing which path to follow can sometimes prove challenging. Over the next few minutes, we'll discuss 5 privacy tips that will help guide you on your path to success here at Carillon. In a recent survey, 89% of patients stated they have withheld some medical information from their providers due to concerns about privacy. Think about that, 89%. This brings us to privacy tip number 1, our most important tip of the training. Privacy is key to patient-centered care. Privacy tip number 2. Understand what is considered confidential information. Here at Carillon, we have 3 types of confidential information. Let's go over them now. The first type of confidential information is patient information. Patient information is referred to as Protected Health Information, or PHI for short. The use and disclosure of PHI is highly regulated by federal HIPAA law as well as other state and federal laws. PHI consists of 18 patient identifiers. PHI is information that somehow reasonably identifies a patient. It's information that relates to the current or past treatment or payment of the patient. Examples include names, medical record number, diagnosis, or even something unique like a tattoo. The second type of confidential information is employee information. Employee information is private information about our Carillon workforce members. Examples include Social Security numbers, driver's license information, family medical leave forms, reviews, and salary information. The third type of confidential information is confidential business information. Confidential business information is proprietary information about Carillon Clinic or its business operations. Examples include contracts, pricing, quality information, business strategy, or other information that is not publicly known about Carillon Clinic. Privacy tip number 3. Understand the rules surrounding access to confidential information. There are 2 key rules for access to all confidential information. You are only permitted to access confidential information to perform your job duties, subject to the minimum necessary to accomplish your purpose. You will be asked to sign our access and confidentiality agreement, acknowledging this expectation and your understanding. Potential consequences of accessing confidential information without a business purpose include disciplinary action up to and including termination or loss of contract, placement of a 2-year EPIC block making you ineligible to work at Carillon or our local partners, and reporting to licensing boards. When PHI is inappropriately accessed, used, disclosed, or acquired, the Privacy Office evaluates the situation to determine if a HIPAA breach has occurred. In the event of a HIPAA breach, Carillon is required to notify the patient in writing and file a report to the Office for Civil Rights. Breaches may expose Carillon and those involved to additional consequences. They can also harm Carillon's great reputation and lead to the erosion of patient trust. Please be assured these consequences are not being shared to scare, but rather they are being shared to set expectations about how serious we take privacy at Carillon and help you on the path to success. To avoid these potentially very serious consequences, never hesitate to reach out to your manager or the Privacy Office with questions. Privacy tip number 4. The Vegas rule. You've probably heard the joke, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." Disclosing patient information without patient authorization isn't a laughing matter. So remember, what happens at Carilion stays at Carilion. Privacy tip number 5. Safeguard confidential information in all formats. Confidential information comes in 3 formats: paper, electronic, and verbal. Let's go over a few ways you can help safeguard confidential information. Discussing confidential information, be sure to only share the minimum necessary with those who need to know. Use an appropriate volume so others don't overhear. Ask others to stand back if applicable, and have conversations in an appropriate location, avoiding public areas. Additional safeguards include securing your workstation when you walk away, even for a moment, not sharing your username or password, disposing of confidential information in secure shred bins when no longer needed, and only using approved methods to store and transmit confidential information. That concludes our 5 privacy tips. Let's go over them one more time. Privacy is key to patients under care. Understand what is confidential information. Understand the access rules, the Vegas rule, and remember to safeguard confidential information in all formats. Remember, privacy matters to our patients, and it should matter to you too. Thank you for participating in today's training. Be sure to partner with Privacy. We're here to help you be successful in your role. Contact us at privacy@carillionclinic.org or on the Integrity Helpline, where you may remain anonymous.